Hi, Bill. Thanks for joining us. Let's begin with your experience in China first. So how's your stay in Shanghai?
My first impression is that it's very large and organized. As we drove for over an hour from the airport, and this may sound funny, but there was not a single bump in the road. It's just very smooth, very quiet. And if I was in the US going that long, it would be, bump, even on a good road, and it'd be honk, honk, because people get irritated. And it was just very calm.
You will be the jury president for the documentary unit at the Shanghai International Film Festival this year. What excites you about this role, and what do you anticipate will be challenging?
I'm expecting there will be some, because there usually are, because we have 4 people, all accomplished and creative individuals, and I found from other juries that even though we have a lot of background in film and a lot of knowledge, our responses to particular films vary quite a bit.
So you mentioned about the element of fiction in documentary making. How do you balance artistic expression versus factual reality when producing a documentary?
Well, it's one of the things that's, I think, a mistaken notion of documentary is that they provide information. News does, and newspapers, and documentaries to a degree. But I think what makes documentaries different from journalism or from reports and essays is that they are more personal, more subjective, and more emotional. So a good documentary doesn't just tell us, what could be in the news. They are a way of moving into and entering into a particular reality that is real, but presented in a way that draws us in and engages us. So the draw us in and engage us part is like fiction. And documentary films use now many of the techniques that are used to be more unique to fiction.
Why do you think documentary remains relevant in this day and age? I mean, there are a lot of short videos and our attention span is increasingly limited. Why do you think documentary matters?
I think I think what we need to make sense of things is time. It's part of understanding history, where we have been and how that affects where we're going now. And to do that, we need the time to process and bring back alive where we've been in the past and how that affects where we are in the present and how that might shape where I want to go in the future. So I think documentaries contribute to that in a way that things that have a shorter attention span don't.